Hello, this is Dr. Robert Bouvier with Dr. and You. You came here to learn a little bit more about diabetic education. So, what is the goal in diabetic education? Well, everybody talks about blood sugar, but it really has nothing to do with blood sugar. It does indirectly, but what we really have to talk about is insulin and insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, and how things get torn up from the insulin. So I've got my friend here, and I want you to take a look at his limb there, and he's had some. He's had some vascular complications to his diabetes, and he is well motivated to make this diet right. And you can see the scar there; it's healing up pretty good. A couple little spots there, but insulin resistance can make the scar worse, make the infections worse, make vascular issues worse. So the deal here with diabetic education is we need to get people to understand that number one, it's not necessarily about blood sugar. It's about the insulin resistance that happens with blood sugar. Carbohydrates are the main portion of their diet, 45 to 50% of their diet, but it has to be low glycemic index / low glycemic load. Go to YouTube. Andrew Weil, MD, has a very good video about low glycemic index, low glycemic load, and what that all means. Diabetics have to understand the concept of low glycemic load, like low glycemic index. If you go to Asia, Australia, Europe, the glycemic index is even listed in the nutritional label. Not sure why we haven't quite got there in the United States yet, but it's one of the most important things. And for the diabetic, it's vital that they understand that. So every time we have a conversation about blood sugar control and diabetes, it's about an education. It's about glycemic index / glycemic load. Glycemic load is really the better of the two issues, and you'll get that from Andrew Weil's video. So search that on YouTube, low glycemic index, Andrew Weil. And when you're there, also search his information on Mediterranean diet. Mediterranean diet is what diabetics need to be on. It's all about the insulin level and not necessarily the blood sugar, even though blood sugar is obviously what we can check for. When I train diabetics, I look at them and say, listen, I want to get you off insulin. And it has nothing to do with the pills or anything I've got for you or the medicines. It's all about your exercise and diet. Remember about exercise and diet. You lose weight at the table, you get fit at the gym, and the two do not cross. But you need to get fit in order for these vascular complications, other complications from diabetes to abate. So with my friend here, what we're concentrating on is low glycemic index, low glycemic load. We've given him a recommendation of 200 calories per snack. He's going to snack 10 times a day.
10 times a day.
Okay. And he's going to, when he takes a meal, he's going to break that meal up into 200 spots. He's going to eat that meal over a three-hour time period. And he's going to go back to it, but it's 200 calories each time you're going to graze all day, even at night. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
So, this is Dr. Robert Bouvier. We're talking about diabetic education. And we're going to continue this conversation on in other videos because there's a lot more to talk about. But I want you to really simplify the process of diabetic education. Again, this is Dr. Robert Bouvier, Dr. and You, talking about diabetic education. Have a great day.